What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today, in celebration of the new moon, which technically was yesterday as of recording, we're looking at the Year of the Dragon. Now I know that we're kind of sitting around that halfway mark now, where we've entered the sort of middle of the year, so May, June, July and August being the middle 4 months of the year. It just means that at the end, when we do the month by month breakdown, you lucky dragons will have 4 months of previous things to look at, to sort of be like, yep, that's exactly how this went. It does mean that for pretty much all of the other signs after this one, I would recommend using this one as sort of the last reminder to, if you would like to know sort of what to expect to happen, and obviously have an open mind about it being any number of different things within a certain area. Click on the link below, and then just, you can literally at the when you scroll down, is there a part where you can click on other signs? Oh no, go up into your, if you're watching this on, actually you can do it on your phone as well, go up into the URL bar and simply just change the word dragon to whatever sign you are. So if you're a snake, a horse, a goat, I don't know if it's goat in this one, a monkey, a rooster, a dog, or a boar, simply change that dragon word to that and it will automatically load in that new one. I'm not sure if this one uses sheep or goat, however, hopefully at some point here it will tell us. Anyway, let's get stuck in. So 2021 will be a lucky year for dragons, but the Lunar New Year comes with a lot of responsibility, discipline, organisation, and a very rigorously planned and enforced lifestyle. The New Year of the Ox this year also brought unexpected changes, non-conformist ideas, and spectacular career changes for you. The sentimental life, you know what, we're just going to read it word for word tonight, and if it doesn't make sense, I didn't write it. The sentimental life gets free from any tensions and restraints, thus the dragon natives are relieved from this point of view, and they can again express themselves freely, and they are ready now to make serious commitments. Okay, what do we got here? So as far as dates are concerned, their region as far back as 1940. This is when our zeros are. But we're gonna just go the same way as the cycle of wishing, starting with wood, 1964. So wood dragon years will always end in a 4. And so for the wood dragons of 1964, you'll be lucky in love this year. Is the prediction being made for you? So if that hasn't already happened, don't worry, we still have 6.5 months left. Still plenty of time. 7.5 months left. That's the maths. We're only halfway through this one. For fire dragons, 1976, fire dragon years ending in 6. Follow your ideal in life, whatever that means to you. I'm sure it means something to you, but do that. That is the advice and the prediction being made for you. I don't know if that's you will follow your ideals in life or you should. It just says follow. That's the only instruction being given. Sorry, I can't help anymore. We then go to Earth, so 1928. Actually, no, that's the one stretching furthest back. 1928, the Earth years. So 1928 or 1988. In 2021, reinvent your professional life. This one probably only really concerns the 88 ones. I think at this point, anyone born in 1928 doesn't need to reinvent their professional life. They need to just enjoy their retirement. Because, you know, they would be, what, 93? 93. So we're just going to let them enjoy life, I think. Then we have our metal dragons. 1940 and the turn of the century, 2000. Obviously, always ending in zeros. You will put in order your most problems. I think with the broken English that they've got here, it's supposed to be your biggest problems. And putting them in order, I'm assuming that means you can sort of prioritize what's the biggest one, what's the next biggest, etc. And then you'll start chipping away at the first one until it's no longer an issue, and then move on to the next one. I am assuming that to me is the most logical order of events there. And then last but not least, as always, is water dragons. And I'm not talking about the cool little lizards that I would like to have as a pet. I'm talking about Chinese dragons who actually live in water and at the top of waterfalls. 1952 and 2012, my nephew is actually a water dragon. And so as such, I don't think this is affecting the 2012s so much. In fact, I don't know who this is going to be affecting. The 2012s are only like, what, they're 9 this year. And so the 1952 people are at that nice age of 60 years plus, the age I just said. And they will be more preoccupied with their career this year. So obviously big career thing. I mean, 9-year-olds, their career is school, right? Maybe school's gonna be, maybe it's gonna be a big year for school for them. Bless their hearts. Alright, money and finance, the bit that we all want to know. In 2021, the dragon will have a promising career, regardless of your element assigned to you as well. If you are a dragon, you will have a promising career. Those born under this sign will be able more than ever, like now more than ever, to use their analytical skills for strategies to complete their projects during the year of the ox. All challenges occurring during the 12 months of this year will be easily solved with intelligence and expertise. So ensure you have those things, and obviously if not, reach out to the people that have those things, because all of your challenges, you've got all the tools, is what I'm picking up. You've got all the tools, you just need to reach out and pick them up. In business, you will excel, especially in marketing and sales. If you've got foreign partners from other countries, they will get involved with you in commercial activities. Remote trips for business are also welcome for the development of your business and its sort of the area that it covers. Although with that, with those remote trips, please be COVID safe. The world as a whole is slowly getting back to a point where international travel will be allowed again, and I for one am keen as anything to go travelling again. So please be COVID safe. I would like for the world to be able to open up again. Those born under the dragon sign will need to organize their financial situations and focus on financial balance and better accounting. And I mean accounting in the sense that it traditionally means, not in accounting. Although, if you're trying to get more money in to balance out your finances, maybe accounting is something you could look into. And if you don't understand what I mean there, good. Stay innocent. Between March and May of this year, so this is still relevant. We've still got the rest of this month that this could happen. Your monetary situation will improve with benefits from both inside and outside, and you're going to have a substantially positive budget. So if that hasn't happened for you, hopefully it will within the next 3 weeks before this month ends. Otherwise, this is lied to you, and I would therefore not blame you in not believing it. This sentence starts mid-sentence. It just says, which is going to be profitable in the future. Is that talking about your budget? Who knows? However, dragon natives should be cautious in terms of spending money. Futile expenses need to be carefully kept in check. I like how it calls them futile. Needless spending. You need to keep that in check. Only really spend money if you have to, sort of a thing. Alright, moving on to love. In 2021, dragons can find love during social interactions or even during the meeting with work colleagues. Scandalous. Because you wish to keep your existing relationship, you will need to make some compromises during May. I hope that those are two like one sentence paragraphs. I hope that they're referring to like singles will find love during social interactions and work colleagues and with meetings with work colleagues, and people in relationships will need to make compromises this month. I hope that's what that's saying, because otherwise that really is scandalous. It's got a little bit of spice sprinkled on top. This channel does not condone cheating. Let's leave it there and move on. It is possible to receive some news regarding pregnancy during this period. It doesn't... What period? May? Is May the period? Is that why we need to be looking at keeping our existing relationships? Look, okay, there's so many situations that could be happening with this. If we're looking at this just at face value, a dragon, and I don't know why, but I'm assuming a male. Females are just as likely, but I'm picturing a male in my head, has gone off and gotten himself involved with a work colleague, but he's trying to keep his existing relationship going this month, despite finding out that his side piece is pregnant. Or maybe his current partner's pregnant and that's why he's trying to keep the relationship. I don't know. Like I said, there's so many things going on here. I don't know what this period is. It doesn't give us a period. It just says during this period. So it's good in this regard to carefully check your 2021 Feng Shui zone. And I believe that that's the bit down the bottom of this page that we'll get to at the end of this. Compatibility. It doesn't say anything here about sheep or goats. So you are compatible with the monkey and the rat natives. Huh. That actually explains quite a lot. So my nephew is a dragon. My brother, who is his father, is a monkey. And then my father is a rat. They've just slowly can I make a prediction that my nephew's eldest child is going to be male and a year of the rat? I'm just gonna projecting that out onto the world. That's very interesting. Okay. Anyway, some of the best compatibilities from the Chinese zodiac are between those signs. In 2021, the dragon is not compatible with the dog. Give yourself some space and your relationship is going to be pleasant. Therefore, restriction of freedom and excessive criticism are matters that you should pay attention to, otherwise you'll have no chance. Health. The Chinese horoscope foresees that dragon natives, I'm just going to start calling you guys dragons. The natives part always just annoys me. You're dragons, okay? Whether you want to see yourself as a Chinese dragon or a fire-breathing one or just like a feathered serpent from South Africa, you guys are dragons. And the Chinese horoscope foresees an excellent state of health for you at the beginning of the year, which is going to give you enough physical resources for the rest of the year. So February, you probably felt great, and at that point, you had enough physical resources to sort of last you for the whole year. However, although you don't want to, you should take some breaks from work. There are people outside of that bubble that need your attention. Probably your wife. You what, mate? I don't even know what fell just then, but something fell. Yeah. Take a break from work. Fix your relationships. Chinese Horoscope 2021 recommends you take as many breaks as possible and to take time off to relax all throughout the year whenever you have the chance. Now that isn't take the year off. That's not a viable financial plan. But it is, if you know that little Jimmy has a big soccer game coming up, maybe see if you can get at least the morning off so you can go and watch his game. Or if little Susie has a dance recital, try and take that day off so you can go to the recital and then maybe have dinner as a family. Or even just trying to get yourself into a place where at the end of the day you're actually able to leave a little bit earlier so you can actually be home for dinner, if try and beat the peak hour traffic to get home in time. Just those sorts of things, and being able to take a break from work, because it doesn't say holiday, it doesn't say vacation, it just says a break. The other thing too is, at the moment, if you're still working from home, unless you have to take like a Zoom call or something, if the kids are home at 3:30, 4 o'clock, maybe stop there, and then you only would have had like an hour or so left of work to do. Just do that later on, once the kids have gone to bed or whatever. That's like, what's stopping you from being able to do that? You're working from home, which means you wake up and you just clock onto your computer. Anyway, starting in April, you need to be more careful about your health, and it's a good idea to make time periodically for physical and mental recovery. Don't we all? So starting last month, you would have noticed that you, maybe you went and had your annual checkup and your doctor was like, might want to keep an eye on this. And so now you're being a little more careful about your health so that you can keep an eye on that thing. And periodically, have a Kit Kat. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. You're also going to have the opportunity to go on relaxation trips to special locations to restore your morale. that is referencing a holiday or a vacation. It's also necessary to have a balanced diet during this period. Again, I don't know what this period is for you guys. I'm assuming it's just this lunar year. We're just going to assume that that's what it means. But you're having a balanced diet this period, together with your life partner. Hopefully that's the in the horrible situation that came into my head. Hopefully that's the one that the relationship that you're trying to keep and making compromises for this month. Alright, so the feng shui tips, the bit I can't remember where it said to keep an eye on that. Just go back here. So yes, it's possible to receive some good news regarding pregnancy up in the love bit. It told us to look at our feng shui tips for 2021, and that's what we're up to. So our favorable directions are east and south. Australia is in both of those hemispheres. Go us. Lucky colours are green and brown, which in Chinese astrology, green is the colour for wood. I think brown also fits into that, because Earth is, generally speaking, it's yellow. So if we're looking at wood there, wood is essentially, like when you look at the way that they've structured their elements, they look at the compass and go the 4 directions and then the center, meaning that Earth is essentially the 5th element. And I know that metal ends up being air, so I'm assuming then that wood would equal the earth element, meaning that would also therefore give it the signs of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And if you're getting this news in May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, starting in January, starting at the end of December, so most of January is going to be Capricorn. So if you're getting the news that you're pregnant this month, it's going to be a new year, baby. It's going to be a Capricorn. In all likelihood, there is the potential for it to be an Aquarius or a Sagittarius. However, your lucky numbers are 5 and 9. Favourable months will be the lunar months of April, June and October. At one point I'm just going to have to make my own little thing to pop up in a corner here. That's not this video. The lunar months, we were starting with the new moon in February. So since then we've had the lunar one for the lunar month of January starting in February, so then February would have started in March, etc. So the lunar month of April will actually start in May, so we're actually starting that month now. June will start in July, and October will start in November. So starting from the new moon in May, July and November. Start the new moons from like within those months onwards will be the ones that you need to be rejoicing, because they're going to be your favourable months. The unfavourable months are March and July. So March was the one starting in April, so you've probably just come out of a really shitty month, and I'm sorry about that. And then July will start in the August new moon, which is really funny because the full moon 2 weeks after that is a blue moon as well. So that's lots of celestial cosmic things just giving a whole heap of energy to your misfortune in August to September. but I hope you are able to get through it. Just remember that after that, going into November, early December, it's going to be a great time for you, and hopefully it means that high, whether that's an emotional, a physical, a mental, a spiritual, a financial, an occupational, whatever it might have been, hopefully that will continue into Christmas and the New Year as well. Some feng shui objects for luck. For those who are aware of health problems, things will get better provided that you wear a remedy for health energies. It gives the advice of a Wooloo. You can search that up. And for those of you in the Pokemon fandom, not that Wooloo. A protection card for Dragon and Snake is recommended for money, family, career, protection against accidents, theft, and negative energies. So, might be a good idea investing in one of those. The Feng Shui amulet keychain Hand of Fatima is a powerful symbol of protection against evil and the evil eye. It also protects against accidents and tensions with the ill-intended people, jealousy, bad luck, and magic. Yes, you too can avoid the horrific outcomes of magic. Don't know why people always assume that magic is black magic. There's white magic too, but hey, let's not get into that. That's not this video. Best advice that it has for you this month: never say that you can't do something or that something seems impossible or can't be done. No matter how discouraging or harrowing it may be, human beings are limited only by what we allow ourselves to be limited by, which is our own minds. And then horoscope month by month for this year. Now, it doesn't mention here whether these are the lunar months or the calendar months, so also take that into account. January here could literally just be, this is what happened in January, or it could be January is taking into account when Lunar New Year started on the in mid-February. That being said, let's have a look. So during this month, people born under the dragon sign will mostly focus on family. So this is January. Some small conflicts will likely occur in the second part of the month. Until the middle of February, you are efficient and you have the support of your family members in doing household tasks. You have good ideas, grand plans for rearranging the living space, but also viable solutions to the problems of your loved ones. I don't know if that's supposed to be of your loved ones or with your loved ones. Again, sometimes the wording here just confuses me. March brings the perfect time for introspection and for the rethinking in secrets. Word for word. March brings the perfect time for introspection and for rethinking in secret your plans for the future. If you can tell me what that's supposed to mean, great, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, in rethinking your plans for the future, I don't understand why in secrets that, like, are we hiding our plans for the future? Are you dragons all supervillains? Is that what I'm picking up? And I'm not saying that as someone who's a year of the dog. I know we're not compatible with you, but that doesn't mean I hate you. I'm just confused because whoever writes this website, it's a great website and it lays everything out. I love it, but it's obvious that English isn't their first language, is all I'm saying. And sometimes it just confuses me what they're trying to mean. In April, any circulatory system problems that you may have will worsen. After the 13th of the month, actually looking at April, so this is probably already worsened. We've just come out of the, unless this is looking at the, if this is looking at the lunar months, this is what we're about to come up to. After the 13th of the month, you could resume the discussions with doctors or specialists about complementary therapies for improving the health state of your whole body. Now, if this was calendar months, let me know if that was accurate. Otherwise, the 13th of the month is actually going to be the 25th, because we've got to look at the 12th as being the first. So we're just subtracting 12 from everything. The 25th is going to be the 13th. So following May 13th, relationships with your superiors will deteriorate, and from here on, your public image and social position could be compromised. Choose your words wisely and fulfill your duty accurately and in due time. From the beginning of the year, it seems that you can't find a place at home or work. At home, you don't know what to do so that everyone you love can be satisfied, and at work, you no longer find the necessary motivation to continue your activity. So in June, perhaps a vacation with your friends could clarify your thoughts and help you decide what to do in the future. This sounds like it's either a guy's weekend or a girl's weekend is in order in June. In July, that will be your moment of glory. You will receive generous work offers and you can make an inspired choice. Now, July was one of our... These might help, actually. No, July was one of our unfavourable months. However, June was one of our favourable ones, and it starts in July. So this is looking at lunar months, I believe. Oh no, calendar months. It's already made the... Okay. So yeah, your moment of glory. You'll receive generous work offers and you can make an inspired choice. You can make another way in life for yourself and enjoy success. You'll have pleasant company on weekends or in the evenings when you want to take a walk or go to a terrace or show. I'm assuming by terrace it means like those really cool rooftop bars that you can go to in the city. They're pretty cool. In August, many people will ask for your help and you'll need a lot of patience and calm to deal with the challenges. Phone call after phone call and hundreds of emails. At some point you'll feel the need to escape. Last week of the month will be more peaceful. In September, you'll be able to tell a good day by morning, and in your case you can tell it as a good month judging by the first 5 days. So what happens to you until September 5th will help you plan your whole month in the smallest of details. Don't expect everything to happen as you write, like everything that you write down on paper. Don't expect it to happen that way, but try to respect at least the important points. In October, again the wording here is weird, but a marriage proposal is not excluded. It's not out of, you know, like, it's something that could very likely happen. At work, you might make great efforts to ensure that the success of the project you work on will meet your expectations, and your positive attitude will be of much help. So if that marriage proposal is at the beginning of the month, October is going to be your month at work. November, you'll be very optimistic when it comes to what you need to do in November. Each project will represent a challenge that you receive with a smile on your face. Your love life will be increasingly satisfying, no doubt, because you've just gotten engaged the month before, and you'll be astonished by what is happening. Starting from the second week of the month, you will notice an improvement in your health state. Let's put that down to some stress relief. And then in December, to finish this video off, it's going to be a very long and agitated month for you, unfortunately. But don't think of something bad, quite the contrary. It's about many pleasant activities that will involve the people you care about. It's just going to go along and kind of be a little bit agitating. But that's all we've got for that. So I'm going to finish off with, I recently got myself some oracle cards, and they've got things like this one, which is our new moon card. So the new moon that we're currently in is, and I love that this is the first one I'm doing it on. I like that this year is the first one I'm doing it on. So yeah, for a new moon, it states that a new start is coming on the card itself. This particular moon is in Taurus. Taurus is a fixed sign, but for moon in Taurus, it tells us prosperity lies ahead. And then the fixed moon tells you to hold your vision. So if we read them in the order that I had them in, it actually tells us a nice little story. A new start's coming. Hold your vision, prosperity lies ahead. As long as you keep that in mind for this next month, next month at least, then you should have a pretty easy time of things. But yeah, that's all I've got for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you are new here, and ring that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. This link will be in the description down below. I did read it all to you, but if you want to go back through, sort of highlight some stuff, make some notes for yourself, it's there for you. And again, if you are any time after this, this is it. This is the reminder. Click that link, change the animal in the URL, and you'll be able to sort of see what's coming for you in the second half of the year at the very least. If you're happy to just wait until I get to your sign, then you'll be waiting until the next new moon. So yeah, until next time guys, keep your heads good on.